With you at the state fair, and you've got a little bit of a special guest with something at stake here.
Oh yeah, if there was one candidate to talk to today, there was a whole slew of them. I know John Hickenlooper is up at the soapbox right now, but we needed to invite the senator from Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar, because there's sort of a rivalry between Iowa and Minneapolis. So I'm going to put the question to you.
Okay.
You've been here all day. Who has a better state fair, Iowa or Minnesota?
I'm going to be very diplomatic. They're just different, we would say in the Midwest. Minnesota is bigger because of the fact it's the biggest fair in the country except Texas, but they're going for 30 days, so we don't count it. And also, we both have butter sculpture and carvings. They have the cow. I just saw it. It was fine art. It was beautiful.
But what is great about the state fair? I mean, like, politically speaking, what is this?
Okay, there is something really big deal at both of our state fairs, and this is what we have in common. It brings people together from rural and more metropolitan areas like Des Moines, right? In our case, the Twin Cities. And you want to bridge the rural and urban divide, you just bring some city people over to see those big pumpkins and to see where the food comes from. I think it's actually really important. And also the politics. If you can't make it at the state fair and you're not willing to go out there and just talk to people you've never met and answer questions, and you're not going to be able to make it in this heated primary or in the general election. I love retail politics. I love being out there, and we're having a great day out here at the fair.
As part of that conversation, I've had the chance to be here the last couple of years, and there's a lot of festivities around here, but just down the block, there's a forum taking place about gun violence. And the tenor around this atmosphere is a little bit different, especially the politics, because of those mass shootings this last week. What have you been hearing from people, and what has that been like to engage in those types of conversations?
Yeah, it has been something. So I took part in that forum, and the last few days I went on a 20-county tour of Iowa, and it wasn't just people showing up at my town halls and the meetings. It was actually just people on the street, and they would talk about gun safety. My state, like Iowa, like a lot of states in the Midwest, are proud hunting states. It's a lot of our tradition. But I can tell you right now that sensible background checks or banning assault weapon, they are not going to hurt my Uncle Dick in his deer stand. And so we are seeing more and more hunters come to that same conclusion. A lot of it was Parkland and the kids, but this is a big part. I am willing to talk about this not just where it's comfortable, but where it's uncomfortable.
Can I ask you, your Republican colleagues are the ones that held up Manchin to me back in 2013. I talked to Chuck Grassley, Republican senator here from Iowa, yesterday, and he paused for about 6 seconds when I asked him if he'd support universal background checks, and he says it depends. Are you beginning to have those conversations with some of your Republican colleagues?
Yes, and I have for a long, long time. I thought it was heartening when you saw a Republican representative in Ohio, now his district is Dayton, came around to believing that we should ban military-style weapons. And I think that Dayton story, where the cops got there in a minute, they did everything they could, but 9 people were still killed in 30 seconds with high-capacity magazines, I think that tells it all, and that is what's going to change the hearts here. There is nothing law enforcement could have done better there, and we still lost 9 innocent lives.
Senator Klobuchar.
Thank you. It is great to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Richard, you're from the Iowa State Fair.
Eat a cheese curd.
Yeah. I'm a Michigan State Fair guy, just to add another variable in there.